Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, salute to brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. This video is going to be going into, some stuff regarding symbolisms and things like that of the current rulers. Now obviously we all know that you had that situation, the meeting that took place over there in Switzerland, and as we all know, it's heavily linked in with the agenda of what this man wants, which is all prophecy in the Bible anyway, Revelations 13 and other scriptures. But what I want to focus on here is because what you got to understand is the Most High raised up this man that we're talking about, and he worships Satan, and he is going to be taken out of power. Now, what I want to take your attention to is this. On one of their sites, and this has got nothing to do with the meeting here, but it says the ski getaway reinvented. Now, if you look at this, you can see Illuminati symbolism here. And if you go here, so it says transfer to and from Davos, Lax. All right, I'll put it up here, because this is where, if I'm saying the Lax part right, but this is where this ski getaway is at. Right, that in Davos, where one of the region where they had that meeting. Now, so this is just a ski resort, right? We're looking at a ski getaway. But when you go to the symbolism here, you see what the all-seeing eye and the pyramid, which is a symbol of witchcraft. And that's just exactly what that is. Now you go here, the all-seeing eye. That's what that is. All right, so let me get a scripture to go into that right quick. So this is the book of Psalms, and we're looking at 64:1. So it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. They're the secret counsel of the wicked because the Illuminati is this, it's outed now, but their whole power is working sorcery in the background, working rituals and spells or whatever in the dark. So that's why they've got mysterious symbols, and you even got people today calling themselves Christians. You even got people that are calling themselves, they don't want to talk about this, or they don't even think this is important, or like people like Vocab, where they're going and saying how certain pagan festivals are not really pagan. That's because you've been bewitched, or you're an agent, or whatever it is. But you've definitely got demons on you if you're saying that stuff, because this stuff is of the devil. This is satanic, and these people are heavy into this stuff. It's not a joke to them. They take this serious. So let's carry on and read on. Because why? Because that's where they get their power. Psalm 64:3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And they had that meeting. They have these different meetings now. But now they're coming out with these agendas of what they want. There's certain stuff you can't say on here because, why, but, they're talking about enslaving everybody, really getting everybody linked to the grid. They're telling you that, which is completely in Revelations 13. The scriptures tells us to watch. Let me get that right quick, man. Because the scriptures is telling us what to do. Take ye, Mark 13:33, take ye heed, watch and pray, for you know not when the time is. All right. Ephesians 5:6-15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Okay. And this is why we gotta know what the hell all this is about. Because how are they able to bewitch people and all that? Is because these people don't know what the hell's going on. You know, they believe in the philosophies and the two political parties. You know, like ping pong balls, just you know, constantly getting racked back and forth. Um, they believe that and another, like I said, we always say people have woken up to this, but the zombie masses with all that's going on and all that's happened, you'd expect you know people, but the scripture says they'll be eating and drinking when the Lord comes anyway. So there's gonna be people out here well amalgamated into this um demonic beast system that's and their agendas. So it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And the scriptures talks about whatever is in the dark shall come to the light. So we're understanding that, you got to understand that there's a reason why this society is going to be destroyed by the Most High, because it damn sure is. So let's go back to, excuse me. So you got this here, right? Um, so you got this symbol, and like as you see, it's a pyramid. Then you got the sun disk at the top of the pyramid. You're all seeing now, which represents your Satan and all of that. It represents sorcery, all of that stuff. And we're showing you what it is. So is it a coincidence? I don't know. Okay, so um, this is what it is. So they have these people are in it at the top, and they've got these agendas, and they've got these they're working together to bring about what they're trying to bring in. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Yeah, that's what the scripture says, to arm up and put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because what we're wrestling not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Let's get that, because when you look at the whole situation, this is a spiritual battle. These people are using demons and cryptic signs and dates and numerology and stuff like that. While the masses of the public are just walking around eating cheeseburgers and drinking sodas, or getting lip jobs, trying to get done up, whatever these people, consuming, you know, going to the football games and all that. But while that's all happening, these people are plotting in the dark. And that's why we read the secret counsel of the wicked. What does the scripture say when the morning is light? Let's see, because it is in the power of their hands. Let's see what we can get here. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And this pretty much, this video is just going into like more of the spiritual. It's opening up for some other stuff I'm going to do. But it's going into the spiritual side of what's going on. You know, and the fact that the Most High set these people up for fall. But, you know, this is all channeled through that left-hand side as well. So anybody adhering to these philosophic belief systems that they got telling you, you're of Satan. You're into the beast. And it says that they devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. So they get together, they have these meetings, and then they put in different legislations and stuff like that, or you know, ideas. They pull it to the public, and they're telling the people, "Oh yeah, in 20 this that," or you know, everyone's gonna be a human interface. You know, they're telling you this stuff. And why are they telling you? Because Revelations 12:12. You know, that's why they're telling you. Um, you know, they're telling you because that's, you know, they've got a thing where they say that they got to tell the people, but they want people to accept it. So they're trying to pull it in your brain. They've been pulling it in your brain for movies, TV, and the way society's been shaped the whole time to try and get you to accept, to take the beast is mark, to be that human interface. And why'd you harp on about that? Well, if we harp on about that, because you read Revelations 14, you find out that, you know, whoever takes that, they're going to be burnt to a crisp in the presence of the Holy. You know what? Let me get that. Why'd you harp on? Well, we're going to show you. Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shai, right? Which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you take this, and what's going to happen to you? You're going to be destroyed. And there's no way around it. And what I'm going to do is let me type something in. Yeah. Type something else in. See, you had this article. And that was another one, you know, we had done a video on. That all these supermarkets, you won't be able to pay with card or cash, not even with your card. And it says soon you won't be able to. So they're telling you straight out that that's where things are heading. They're telling you that it's right here in the news. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some more videos on this. But we're talking, you know, the reason why we've already done videos on it on the YouTube anyway is because of you know, what's gonna happen. But they're using these organizations to push. And that's why it's got world, you know, it's not just a you know, African Economic Forum. It's just the World Economic Forum. You know, so you get the world, the WEF, then you got the WHO, so the world. Um, you know. Okay, so that's what that is. Um, so going back to this here, it was saying that if you take that, you're gonna be burnt by the Lord, just by the ships, and they're gonna be watching you get cooked, man. Revelation 14:11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have had no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So that's why we're telling you about this interface. You know, I call it the interface or whatever, just something that, you know, something different. But even though it is that, but you know, that's what the point is here. You know, that's judgment of what's going to happen to those that get into that. Of 12 years, the patience of the saints. Here are they that have kept the commandments of the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or in the faith of Yahweh Shai. So the faithful believers they're not gonna do that. They're gonna be aware of what it is, and they're gonna be teaching against it. And they're gonna tell people, they're gonna tell the elect not to take it. And we're really telling everybody not to take it. You know, even though we know people are. But this is mainly for the elect. Because we know the elect are not gonna take it. You know, because that's part of conquering the beast system. Because what's gonna happen? Things are gonna get very bad out here. Okay, things are gonna get so bad out here that um, they're gonna try and deceive people into taking it, force people into taking it, using various forms of miracles and witchcraft, which is all in the scriptures. So let's read this, Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, so we got on now. This is not talking about pulling on some physical armor. You know, like you put on, chainmail. You put on, you know, knight's armor and stuff like that. No, no, he's talking about spiritual armor, man. You know, he's talking about spiritual armor. That's what he's talking about. And that spiritual armor is the word, is the scriptures, man. And if you got people that pick up the book where the spirit of the Lord's not dealing with them, they don't even know what to do. You got people that are not even practicing the commandments of the Most High, Yahweh Shai. You know, they're abominations. They eat pork, lobsters, crabs, shrimp. They do this, they do that. They don't keep the Sabbaths. They're not even trying to keep anything that the Israelites were doing. But they're sitting there talking about the Most High ain't dealing with them people. All right, which is So he says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So when you see symbols like this, you got them terms, build back better and all of that. But when you see symbols like this, it shows you out the gate. These types of symbols and stuff like that. It shows you right out the gate that this is of witchcraft and sorcery, and you're not these people are summoning spirits to get their power and to put forth certain agendas in place. They actually do that. That's one of the highest levels of witchcraft, is conjuring. And then when they conjure these things, what happens, man? These things come and talk to them and give them these ideas and tell them what to do. So what they deck themselves with these symbols. A good person to actually show you, to go into it a bit. Put him in, right? So what I'm gonna do is put in. He's just someone, there's other examples. So this is Alistair Crowley dressed. Well, he was dressed in different garbs, Egyptian headdress and stuff and things of that nature. Um, but they're into that now. There will be better pictures that will probably come up on the Google. Um, but this dude was summoning spirits in Egypt. So they got a book of, so they're into that. They're into the point is they're into the sorcery. That's why they got that pyramid with the eye. Because there was, high levels of sorcery going on in this ancient Egypt. Now, according to the scriptures, man, well, what happened? The Lord leveled that place. So what the hell do you think's gonna happen? Over here on this side, you gotta understand that, man. So this is just an example of the sorceries and stuff, and what they were all into. Because you gotta remember that someone like Aleister Crowley and stuff like that, they were going and doing spells that were already put down and sorceries. That, there's order to this. There's order to this. That's when you go into Freemasonry. There's lodges and order to what they're doing. That's him dressed in like a Freemasonic type of garb, or Shriner or something. So they're all into that, and there's order to what they're doing. All right. That's why the scripture says this: for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So there's a lot. There's top witchcraft going on in them high places, man. Top sorceries, top you know demons, and they're using symbols and miracles and their technology and all that to bring this in. So that's what you got to be aware of. And there's so much stuff out there. Where you see, this, we was talking about it at the camp. This celebrities doing that. And when I say celebrities, they're lesser luminaries. They're really scumbags. They're really bums. They're not top elites or nothing like that. But they're like pawns of the elites. Complete. A lot of them are getting popped and all that, and they do whatever they want with them. Um. So yeah. So they're not on no level or nothing like that. But yeah. So Ephesians 6:13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So what's gonna happen? Order of chaos, total chaos. This, we're in a time of chaos. Wickedness multiplying on the earth. That's the time we're in. So that's why things are the way they are. Total chaos and wickedness happening on the earth. Okay, so that's where we're at with this. Okay. It says 14, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking a shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And a lot of people are not going to be quenching no darts. They're so into this system, man, that they're worshipping the image of the beast as it is already. And they're ready to take that thing, and because they don't know Yahweh Shai, they got no way out, man. Well, you got doomsday preppers and whatnot and this and whatnot, but the law, they ain't got the law to. Especially, let's say you're in America and you're prepping out there. Well, America's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. How are you going to get out of that? What are you going to do? How can you prep against that? You better get you on a plane or something and go somewhere else. But even then, because there's going to be snares. The scriptures all on that. There's going to be snares everywhere. You know, you know, Ephesians 6:17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So it's to take the helmet of salvation. So we need to be, we're planning on being delivered from the anarchy that's going to be going on. You know, when people are deprived of resources and stuff, and they're using that to get people to accept this agenda and all that. Well, you know, other ancient kings and stuff like that had their ways like of trying to beat people into shape and things of that nature. And you look at ancient Egypt for that. And you even had you know, when they put the men in the Daniel and the lions, then they put the men in the fire. If you don't bow to the statue at this time, so you know, these demonic rulers and things of that nature, you know, got demons on them, man, and the Most High raises them up as the world powers. And but you gotta resist them and worship the Most High and not man, like that. These wicked kings of the heathen, you know, the heathen and the heathen vain imaginations, like the scriptures just talks about. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna close this one out here. I'll keep this one short. Some more on the way, so I'm gonna say shalom.